Hello guys, in today's video, I have a question. Who remembers NFTs, bro? What happened to NFTs? Like, I get that they were fell off and a lot of them were just really scams, but like, what the fuck were they? Were they just like online digital selling markets, or what the fuck was it? You know? Like, I don't know what the whole NFT thing was. Like, yeah, there are crypto scams, but like, cryptos and like investing in other people's money and then just making money off of that, you know? Whereas NFT is just kind of like, oh, we're going to take a picture. But then it's like, bro, somebody can just screenshot that and just sell it. Like, it can be a product, bro, a real life product. But they're like, no, 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 no. But it's so weird how dead silent it became. Like, you would expect people still to somewhat talk about it in more niche corners, at least, because, it was a big scam or whatever, and people still need to be aware of those kind of things for, just in case if we have another 2020 on our hands, or a year equivalent to that, or even worse than that. But 2020 was really a great year for me, besides the NFT stuff. I never really got into NFT. I wanted to back then, but like Twitter was or X, I should say, X was a very different website, you know? It was before Elon Musk or whatever, things like that, and it was really, really big to be into that kind of stuff. But what are you gonna do, you know? But yeah, I'm not trying to scam anybody. Um, there's nothing much I can do. I'm sick right now. Obviously. Um, that's why my voice might sound funny. And my voice is not particularly good right now. Um, yeah, NFTs. They were such a big scam, bro. Like, who came up with NFTs? Who came up with NFTs, bro? Like, what was that? What was that, man? NFTs. It's fucking 2026 AD, my brother. Why are you still trying to scam people with NFTs? The only way I could see it really acceptable to like talk about NFTs is how to not fall for those kind of scams, you know? But they're everywhere. They're still everywhere. There are many other types of scams since the NFT trend kind of fell off. But there are many other uh, trends with, say, crypto or, obviously NFTs or any type of product, really. But it is interesting that people just sell digital products now. Like, that's just a thing. Like, bro, what? It's like a pyramid scheme, you know? I don't know what else to say. It gets really complicated and weird and shit. And yeah, I remember a bunch of celebrities were doing that. And I also remember that weird, like, what was it? John Lennon's Imagine was sung by a bunch of celebrities. Ugh. That did not turn out well. But as one of the Beatles songs have said, let it be. Leave that alone, okay? Nobody wants to hear you sing that anymore. Alright? Anyway, yeah, NFTs. A thing nobody really talks about anymore. I don't know why. Other than, yeah, it's a scam and all, but like, don't you think people should be aware that it's a scam? Because there are some people who like saw it and still don't know because, well, people don't talk about it as much as they used to for that specific reason. So you don't think that people are still getting scammed by NFTs? What was it? NFT, non-fundable token? Something like that? I don't know. It's just weird. Um, it, it's strange that this kind of stuff happens. And there's really nothing I can really do about it other than talk about it. But yeah, a lot of people were just into that kind of stuff. It really, really goes to show that some people can really just fall for scams, cults, groups. But the thing about cults is, even though there are religious and like political and sports kind of cults, people only tend to really focus on the religion one, since, that's where a lot of cults tend to famously come from. But they do so happen to exist in politics and in sports somehow, because, oh, goddamn, forbid that we can't just be normal. No, no, we have to be a cult. Join the NFT crowd. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. And then they scam you for like $2 billion, which you don't have the money for. And then, or even if you do have $2 billion, they're gonna try to scam you for a money price that you can't afford, regardless of how rich you are, rich or poor or whatever. Man, 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 it really sucks. You know? Um, I don't know. I just want to know where it comes from, bro. Like, how do you come up with such a scam? Like a pyramid scheme type of thing. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing it? It doesn't make any sense. Like, yeah, you can get money, but how is the money worth it if you're just scamming people? Like, as a capitalist, I say, if you're gonna make good money, you have to do three things. One, you have to do things that are worth buying for. Two, you have to find a way to sell them. And three, you have to be good to the customer. You can't just scam the customer or whatever. I don't care what country you're from, or nation, or language, or gender, or sex, if you want to put it that way. Um, whatever you've been, whoever you were, whoever you are now, whoever you will be. Don't be scamming people, bro. It's a freaking scam. What do you expect? What do you expect, bro? Huh? The privileges of the apes. Whatever, man. But yeah, NFTs are just like this weird, weird scam thing. Like, like, people are just so stupid, so ignorant. But we can help that by telling them that yes, NFTs are a scam. Indeed, in fact, basically a scam. Okay? There's no buts, ifs, or ands about it. Alright? Do you understand me? Anyway, I don't have much else to say on NFTs other than, don't fall for it. And if you have any opinions, any thoughts you want to give, you can. I mean, you don't have to, but you can if you choose to. All I'm saying is be honest, okay? Be brutally honest about it, alright? Like, I want to know what you truly believe about these kind of things, about these kind of topics. Because, well, people tend to not talk about them, and then they get into a bunch of scams, and then they wonder why they're scammed. Well, anyway, that's all I got for today. And, just remember, after all of that said and done, I'm really sick. But don't fall for those NFT scams. And just remember, stay ugly.